Welcome, Hard Knocks. KK the Destroyer coming to you live from the ESPN 8 studio, and welcome back, Mikey.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back.
Nice of you to join us. Always, good to have a veteran podcaster on the podcast, and the old reliable Slick is with us as well.
I am here. And by the way, it's his name is not KK. It's Commiss KK Kevin, according to Jabbar.
Yeah, what is going on? Like, what is with the sudden interest in my first name? Like, since when is that a thing?
I don't know. Jabbar likes the league so much he's using two of the admins to be on his team. Maybe he's hoping it'll buy him some depth upgrades or something.
We can, and we can't forget the KK Wrecked, the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah. Him and coach of the Raiders, Bystein, they have a rivalry for sure. That's notwithstanding, which really would bring us to the PSA of player names. So obviously, this is a thing. A couple of the veterans think they're super funny, using fake names like KK Commish KK Kevin. Is that the player that I'm named
Yeah.
after? And
Yeah,
what
yeah.
position am I?
You're wide receiver, and the guy's white, so there's that.
Oh, of course, yeah. So right on point. Like he's got me pegged to a T. Definitely not white.
Oh, there's also Greg Ludwig, the fullback, right?
Oh, I forgot about him.
Really?
He plays for the Eagles. The Eagle,
Yeah.
Buns' fullback is Greg Ludwig.
Wow.
I forgot about that. That's the third member.
Right. And then there's also the Dolphins. That's Chunky's Dolphin wide receiver, Tupac Shakur, who I just played against him. I didn't see him anywhere on the field, so he's not only dead in real life, he's actually dead in Hard Knocks as well. Because I don't even know if he caught a ball. But I did hear him dropping some sick rhymes on the bench, so that was good. And I feel like there's one more. Are we forgetting somebody? Because somebody brought up Ludwig.
Yeah,
It's the
Buns,
QB,
crew.
John.
Yeah, John, who Jabbar said he doesn't know if he's gonna stay on the team long term.
Is that because, much like the real life John, he's going to just give up and walk away season one? Is that
I'll
what's going to
leave that
happen?
up to you. That's above my pay grade.
That's awesome. Okay, real talk though. Like, let's change these guys' names back, only because, in my view, then it just opens the floodgates to a bunch of ridiculous names, and it's just silly looking. So,
What are the odds that they don't remember what their names are?
you're right.
Very, very likely.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
I can already tell you, Jabbar has no idea what their original names are. Him for a fact.
Yeah, I mean, and especially now, like I posted earlier today, we got our daddy leagues back up since the app now works. So, going back and looking at, various scores of games and players, it's just going to look super ridiculous to see, Kamish KK or whatever his name is, leading the league, doing whatever. Greg Ludwig leading the fullbacks with touchdowns or something. Just like, please, guys, come on.
I was
I know.
honestly gonna name one of my players. We hate Giants, but
We hate
decided
Giants, yeah. All right, send Dar an invite. He's ready to go. So it's incoming. Maybe Dar will make sure his mic is actually active this time, so people can hear him.
Yeah, see, we've talked about this before. Like, me personally, I've never been a big fan of changing numbers, let alone name. Especially
Right.
with us doing fantasy too. I keep seeing Antonio Gates starting lineup. I'm like, where Ladainian Todd? I think Dar might have been trolling for a couple of these, but and then you
Hmm.
see Tupac, and you just don't know who these guys are. It can get
He's
messy,
back from the dead.
bro.
Yeah, back from the dead. Yeah, I mean, I think it's silly. I mean, I get it. It's kind of fun to do. I know in PS4 I changed, which was really crazy. There was a wide receiver drafted named Jabari Greeley, and that was bizarre.
Oh, I
And
remember
so,
that. I remember
yeah,
that.
so I I changed it to Jabbar Greeley because it was just too close. Like I couldn't let it go. Chunk says, "Please show respect to a legend." Hey, I said he was dropping some dope rhymes on the bench. That's all. That's all I said.
I think I remember my first year in Hard Knocks, and this was the year I had the Colts, and I had Voodoo in my division. That was ages ago. I changed my guy's name. I forgot what it was, and the old Mikey was like, "Yeah, you can't do that in here." And then
Uh,
he's like, "Cause if it was possible, I would have changed one of my players' names to Rocky because he has long blonde hair and he's a little fruity." So
oh God, I miss Rocky. It almost feels like Giants could be Rocky. He's pretty aggressive in chat.
he is, but he doesn't argue with everybody. Well, I take that back. He argues with one person, two people consistently, and coincidentally, they play COD together.
So this actually brings up another point on uh, created coaches. Like, what in the world, Joe? Like, somebody tag Joe. He's been in the leagues with me
That's your boy.
forever. Like, him and Penn followed me from Xbox, and he has Sean Payton as his head coach. Like,
No, no,
dude,
no. The fact that you just brought this up, now we're gonna have to shame some others. We got Andy Reid in the house.
no, I know.
We got Sean.
I was
Oh no,
getting
that's the
there.
start of the list.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the
yeah.
start
okay.
of the list.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just like, dude, Voodoo, Joe, my boy, you know the rules. You create a coach. Like, it's not rocket science. And he's got Sean Payton. And so, much to what Mikey was saying, the Bengals' new user comes in, signs Andy Reid. Cut him a little slack because I don't think he's really been in a league with us. But, you know, Jay Stopper, that's your cousin, your brother, your sister. I don't know. Like, tell him the rules, dude. Be like, hey, you got to create a coach. And then
Him and Bucks. Is it
and then the
Bucks?
Bucks. And so the Bucks guy, is he a relation to somebody else? I mean, who's this guy? Living legend?
Living legend. He brought in the old 49ers user that
Ayo?
used to play his games. No, the one after.
Oh, the one after
I
him.
would never, even if I was Ayo's friend, I would never claim him. Um,
Which was funny. I can't remember. Was it a Discord league? Somebody found him joining and
yeah, I forgot who it was.
somebody sent a screenshot of that. Which
Are you talking about Bucks?
no, we're talking about Ayo, but we were talking about
Oh,
the Bucks.
Ayo was
They
me.
found him on like a Madden group.
Group? No, I found him on Group Me.
That's what it was. It was you.
Yep, yep.
So Chunk just said
your best
Chester.
friend. Your best friend just. Yeah, it was Chester, but your best friend Joe said, "Not on me, Mr. Friend. When I joined, I saw coaches, so went with it. Thought you changed your heart and open
Oh,
your mind."
come on, Joe. Come on.
What are the odds? What are
What-
the odds
yeah.
that Andy Reid is the first, like in what was the other one? Harbaugh, the first two coaches he sees, and then he just goes, "Well, I can take advantage of this one."
Oh, okay.
Not only can Joe not understand the rules, he can't spell open. So there's that.
Opener.
Open
Like,
open
like-
your mind.
like, I mean, that should have been the first thing that Joe messaged me about. He's like, bro, you're going to create like living coaches for this franchise? I mean, that should have been a question. Like, he should have been like, I've been with you forever. Like, you've never done this. Why would you do that? Just as a question.
The only time Joe writes in the chat is if he's gonna beat his opponent silly, or he's gonna post the same players every week. Then
In the
nobody
trade
wants.
block.
In the trade block.
I got a new crop of old guys. Somebody send me a pic.
Someone take this 90 run block defensive end. I'm gonna have to resign him.
Joe says, I'm not a rat. All right. So, to recap, Joe, you need to create a coach. Bucks, you need to create a coach, and so do the Bengals. Like, sorry guys, you got you got 2 full seasons of development with higher level coaches than everybody else. So you gained a benefit, but now you're gonna have to go and recreate a coach. So, guess what? It sucks, but read the rules. Like that's all we ever ask. And we all know in Hard Knocks, Slick. I mean, do we have good reading comprehension in this league?
It's not a requirement, and I've learned within the past, since the PS5 came out, this league's particular. Although our PS4 league was, it was getting there. Reading and reading comprehension is not a requirement to join this league. You just need to know how to cheese and annoy the hell out of people.
What were you gonna say, Mikey?
Or blame Madden.
No, I was gonna say, I wonder if Joe was feeling a little, chest out. Hey, I got my first win in HK against J Stopper. Maybe they'll let me get away with the, actual coach. I wonder if that was, some little bit in his thought process. I don't know.
Maybe. Hey, I got to give him credit though. I lost to J Stopper. I think I'm probably the only one on the podcast that's lost to J Stopper.
Man, I was. Slick and I talked about this. We're like, hey, we're not gonna mention that, but the fact that you did, I mean, we were gonna let it go. We weren't gonna mention it on the podcast.
Well, you can't let it go. You gotta drag me for that.
You haven't been J Stopper, so you're telling me Joe, who goes like 2-50 every Madden, was able to be J Stopper and you haven't?
That's not fair, though.
All I'm saying is, I've only played him once on PS5, and he beat me. So, you know.
And he will tell you, he'll be like, old heads.
Old
PS5
heads.
is all that matters. Old heads. This isn't the past. This isn't 1974.
Right.
Forget last year's console.
Oh, there's Jay Stopper. He's like, I played Joe on 2 hours of sleep. I shouldn't have even played.
That's your fault. No one told you.
Hey, he knows if he didn't play at that allotted time, Mikey'd have been like, guess what? Force win, Joe. We're advancing
I'll tell you
this shit.
what went through Jay Stopper's mind. He's like, Joe sucks. I can beat him on no hours of sleep. He was wrong.
Oh, Jay Stopper.
So Dar is in here. Dar is here.
Oh, he's here.
Dar made his appearance.
Jay Stopper was not ready for that 6-minute offense in the fourth quarter just to punt the ball.
Joe hit him up. Joe hit him up with that. Omaha. Left 7. Omaha again.
I was watching that game.
Snap with 3 seconds left.
I was watching that game, and I just saw him doing the quarterback doing audibles. I was like, that's a lot of audibles just to run the ball.
But how did he not get a false start then? Because, like, I swear to God, I will get to the line, I'll make a couple audibles, I'm like, you know what, I don't like it. I'm going to flip, I'm going to change plays, and I switch plays, and then I make a couple audibles, and it's like, bang, false start. Every time.
I play you later on. Hold on, Dar. I play you later on, so I'll tell you after.
Fair enough.
Dar, you think it's the timing?
It's when you switch the formation. Like if you're just switching up the play, if you're just switching up the play, it won't do anything.
Also, that and the timing is more realistic. I feel like if you're shouting audibles like one after the other, they'll fuck up. But if you give it like a second.
All right, Dar dropping
I just started
pro
messing
tips.
with hot routes and stuff. Manny was helping me set up Russ, and I hope I can cook now. Let's just leave it at that.
There you go.
The Slick game didn't count. Everyone knew that was a loss.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up
shit.
on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring up that pick 6. Ow! That was it, though. The rest of the game is a blur.
I got to say,
something team points don't matter.
Dar, I love the Twitter account you got going. Please tell me you'll keep that going, because that is outstanding.
Yeah, of course. I forgot what league it was, but I feel like we were doing that for a while. Like we made fake Twitter accounts, and I just had that laying around. I was like, let's bring it back up again.
It's funny. I don't think it's ever been a part of Hard Knocks, but I was in a league that did it, and it didn't really catch on because it just didn't. And especially when you have a Discord where you can chat and talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just asking people to do one more thing. But I love reading the tweets that pop up that you share. I mean, it's sick. It's great. I love it.
Let's just say that Coach
Dar and I
Starred
were in the
turned
league
off
that did that.
Twitter. Oh, yeah, it was our league. I forgot what league it was.
Yeah, we
But,
did that. Basically, we all made Twitter, like fake Twitter accounts, and we tweeted stuff about the league, our own teams, and then they had there was one of those bots in Discord where it would just post the tweets.
Mm-hmm.
No,
There's
I mean,
a
I
reward
think
system too. If you were active with it, they'd give you like a dev bump or something like that.
I think it's a great thing without a doubt because it adds another level of what would you call that, like depth or immersion. There you go, Dar. See, you're high enough. You're good.
Exactly. I'm about
By
to
the
get
way,
high.
I have inside sources that say Dar sounds like a Charles, apparently.
What's
Yo,
Charles?
Charles.
Giants has a thing for calling people's names with C's in them, apparently, because we got Chester and now we got Charles.
I'm down.
Oh man! All right, so without further ado, I think we'll hand it on over to Slick to give us his power rankings. Give him what the people want.
Yeah.
I made these power rankings like 2 in the afternoon before all the games were played, so I had to change them.
Oh, there it is, number 2.
Oh, there we go. So number 10. This is gonna be a 4-3 team. You can honestly pick either one. And this honor goes to Chunk. I originally had him higher, but he lost to KK.
I mean that's a bad loss. That's a bad loss.
I say lost, but you could use a different adjective word for what that game was about. But Chunk, I have Chunk at number 10.
Definitely wasn't about Tupac. I know that.
And it was a hard choice because there's a lot of 3-loss teams, and I think he's ahead of the curve. Actually, no, he's 4-2. He's 4-2.
He's 4-3 now, but he started out 4-2.
Yeah.
He did.
So I have him at 10.
We do have breaking news. He said he had a dev game, so YOLO.
Oh, okay. He's gonna hit us with the Mikey. I got you.
So that's why he cheesed. Gotcha.
Right. Yep.
So
I like when people
number
incriminate
9,
themselves.
we have number 9. We have a person that hasn't been in the top 10 for a bit. His name is KK Kevin.
Come on.
9.
Come on now. Cannot be calling me that. That is ridiculous.
Breaking. I'm about to tweet that right now. You know what KK stands for.
So I have him at number 9. Number 8.
Yes, hold on. Let me resonate. Let me soak this all in. I made the top 10. Like typically I'm like on the outskirts. I'm like honorable mention territory. I have been in Mikey's top 10 once, but then I just shat it all away. So let me soak it in. Number 9. I like it.
We don't know if you're going to be there in the next podcast, so we gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah, I gotta live it up. Like, whew. All right, okay, I'm good.
Number 8. This was a top 5 user during our last podcast, but he's had a little bit of a rough going. I have Jets at number 8. That come
the other
from
Mike
behind win against. Yeah, the other Mike that come from behind win against Steelers can only keep you in the top 10 for so long. Let's just hope he doesn't completely flate out. But he's a good user, so I have Jets at number
8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, 5 and 2. Okay.
All right, Mikey, Mister. I have a dev game, so I'm gonna lose 37-0. I have him at number 7.
Where's the donut meme? We need that the Homer Simpson donut meme right there for that. And Mikey, you have a game coming up, right?
No, I already played. I played Red football team
Oh
yesterday.
no, we have a game of the week once we advance. It's Mikey versus his best buddy Giants.
Oh.
I can't wait.
baby.
I've been told it's a bot war type of game which for those of you that don't speak that language, bots are just super casual to play the game.
Oh, okay. So
Cheese
that's
versus cheese.
Thank you for explaining
Although
that to
Giants
me.
will tell
'Cause
you he is not a bot. He just plays the game. He just plays his game, and that's it. Y'all a bunch of haters.
I just want to, while we're on me, I want to give a little moment of appreciation for the football team user. I am posting an amazing play that he had in our game. So everybody go check out one of his best TDs of the year. And I just posted it out on Gen Chat.
I'm
Yeah,
That is
early in
bad.
the
I
year,
saw
too,
that,
yeah.
and
That's
I did not want to touch Madden for a couple hours just by watching that. Because if that happened
See,
to me,
And
I'm
and
watching it
prior to that, Dak fumbled and he picked it up and ran it for a touchdown, and then that was his next score. So I was yeah.
Well, you're a D-line user.
I almost for a split second. This reminded me of one of those moments of
Oh my God,
you know
that's bad.
it's bad, right? It's
That's
bad.
super bad. There's like
it's bad.
Oh, look at that awareness, baby. That's a 99 awareness. Ow! That's not broken. What?
So guys, here's the thing, right?
hold on.
little-
There's 3 Colts standing there watching that guy pick up the ball.
I want to
look at
look
the
at
DBs
overall
just, like,
and their
fly on the
awareness
ground.
compared to that wide receiver. That's what I want to see. Hold on, before we start calling EA on EA shit, I want some substantiation of these claims. That
Okay,
shit looked fucking
I'm
clean.
going there. Let's look real quick. So Mikey, go on.
So for a split second, I thought of 2 of our league members, Elstein and Gregory, right?
So who was the wide receiver that ran that in? Anybody?
I think Hill.
Hill
Something
or
Hill.
Hall?
I think it's Hill.
Emmanuel Hall?
Might be
Hill.
Hall.
I don't remember. I don't remember
That'd
the
be
guy.
Hall
I
and
just-
McLaurin.
Well, there's a big difference. Hall, number 13, it was Hall. He's got that 67
13, yeah.
awareness, yo.
Ugh.
Let's look at
What's
this
his
trash
shoelace
ass.
tying skills, though? Hold on. What kind of cleats was he wearing? Because this matters, guys.
They were Velcro. So.
All right, never mind. Yeah,
he
okay.
is
That's
good.
EA. That's some EA shit. I'm sorry.
Hey, if you
and-
go look though, if you rewind it back though, 84 had a massive block in the back. Look at that! No penalty for blocking the back. Just drilled my safety.
Oh my
They were
goodness.
determined. They were
Are you
determined.
actually questioning the refs at this point? Come on. Look at the awareness on these corners. They only have 92, 89, 80, 75. That's not 67 awareness. Like, come on. Coach those boys up. Yeah.
Sounds like a coach problem.
That's what it looks like to me.
Sorry, Johnny.
All right, so keep going with the
Yeah.
power rankings. Number 6, I have my guy Jern. At number 6, and let me tell you, this man's the truth because he was drunk out of his mind during the weekend. And coincidentally, we're talking about J Stopper again. This was J Stopper's one chance. I don't know, one chance. He may have another chance, but if there was then a chance to beat Jern, that was the night because Jern was going anyone that saw that stream knew he was gone. Like he was drunk out of his mind because he was yelling the entire game. He
So
still
you
won.
win?
Jern still won.
Jern, here's what happened, right? Jern was out, and they were talking about playing, and Jern said, "There's no way I can play you tonight." And then Jern got home from the bar, and you know those moments where you just want to put a frozen pizza in the oven so that you don't feel too sick. Jern's waiting for his frozen pizza, and he's just like, "Screw it, let's just play." That's what happened.
That sounds.
No, that's also dangerous. So, like, whether you're drunk or okay, drunk, I'll say makes you gutsier. So, like, maybe he's taking a lot more risks, taking advantage of the defense. When I'm high as shit, though, I'm a lot slower, and that's why I tend to lose and throw a lot of picks. But that's me. Though.
That's
I'm just
neither
saying
here
it's not
nor there.
necessarily a disadvantage for Jern if he's drunk or not. I say get super wasted and play
Oh,
dog.
he was yelling every moment of that game. Like it was
That was
hilarious.
one of the most entertaining streams that I think I've seen in
in
quite
HK
some
history.
time.
Did he have a camera?
I'm going HK.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
that's
entertaining.
big. I can't believe I missed it.
That was the
Oh.
so entertaining that it's the equivalent of how high today's stream of Greg was in terms of being dramatic. That's how entertaining it was.
Yeah,
Dang.
apparently Greg was throwing friends under the bus too. Like,
Oh, we will talk about that shortly. We are going to be talking about. There's a segment
it's a
dedicated to
topic.
Greg.
Okay. Continue the power rankings. So
It wasn't part of a. I just made
Yeah.
that up, but we are going to talk about Greg later.
we'll touch base on that. We'll come back to that. All right, so keep on going.
Timestamp.
Top 5. I'm still going to have Penn in top 5. I have him number 5.
Penn.
Even though he got he conceded in the 4th, but within the rules. But
back to back
Penn is Penn.
games, right? Or is it? No, there was a couple games in between.
No, there was a gap. There's no way. If it was back-to-back weeks, he's deleting Madden, and I don't think that he'll ever get to that point. He's not Greg.
Ooh.
But Penn, I mean, you have to. I mean, he's. I think he's one. He's over the top user, but especially with the records as they are. Of the teams that are tied with only 2 losses, he's the top of that class.
Who is that? What teams are those? Is that you? Are you one of them?
We have Jets, Dolphins, Jags, Ravens.
What was it feel?
KK, Mikey.
Ooh, KK.
I know.
You talk about his schedule. What were you talking about? Penn's schedule.
I think he just user wise,
Oh,
not that
gotcha.
schedule. And then, I mean, next on my list is myself at number 4.
Oh, jeez. Of course, you got to put yourself in the power rankings.
Wow.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Wow.
one
Look at this
loss.
guy.
One loss.
Look at this guy.
Who'd you beat on? Some bum ass Dardar? He didn't even tweet after that. That's how bad that was.
Let's check that
He
schedule.
went radio
As a
silent.
wise man, I know once said, and he happens to be in charge of the Giants. I play who I play. That's it. I'm just doing my thing.
So, where do you come in at? You come in at 4?
4.
Plan.
And I wasn't gonna spend much time on myself, but you guys brought it up.
Oh,
You know.
you got to play
I'll
the
do it. I'll do it.
bot.
I'll talk about you.
Okay, yeah, do it, Dar.
He's pretty great, man. Like, Slick has only improved his game ever since that one time he lost against me. And, I mean, that's saying a lot right there, because that's just demoralizing at some point. But he's just fucking come out afterwards a champ.
Listen,
Does
I
anyone
will
here
say
deserves
this.
a ring other than Manny? It's Slick. I'm saying it live.
Wow, that's
On
a pretty
pay-per-view.
good. It's a pretty good compliment.
All right, so let's review the schedule real quick. So you started out against Drago, won a 1-possession game there. Drago I played. He's pretty good.
Like, have you
One win
lost
this
to
year?
Drago?
My first year when I
Gotcha.
had this horrible team. You remember I was fighting to get back in the playoffs.
Oh, excuses. Okay, great. Keep them coming. And then you beat Frizzle pretty dominantly. And then
Now,
I don't think
that week 2 game though. Real quick, let's not forget this was a huge statement game to me. Like, I was very impressed because I picked Saints to beat Slick in the playoffs, and he won. So the previous playoffs, Saints beat Slick, and I believe it wasn't really bad, but it was pretty, like a pretty good win, right, Slick? He beat you pretty
Lopsided.
comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then he comes out and beats him 37-7. I was like, that was impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid win. I'm pretty sure Thumb was not the 49ers when you played them.
No, I don't think we had a. No, I never. I think it was a.
No, it was not a force.
yeah.
You played that game and you barely beat them, 1-possession game. And then you barely beat John, and we all know how bad John is.
Well,
Like,
did you not see the game?
I
Did
hate
you not see the game?
I didn't see the game.
Oh my
Well, John
God!
was
You
here,
talking
and
about
he
John
would tell you-
game?
We weren't
Oh,
going
let
to
me
spend too
tell.
much time on Slick, but here we are.
Because this is what happened. I have to explain because I rewatched that game. I got some things to say. Okay, this is what happened. So I had the ball. I go 3 and out, right? And John proceeds to go look at his camera, and he's like, "Oh, this game is a wrap. It's over."
Wait. Elstein tags John prior to that and goes, "Just don't throw a pick." And he looks, throw a pick? This game is over. Over. Looks at the camera so hard that his chain, is just sitting there dangling over his neck, and he's like, "This was over."
It's over. So he gets the ball back. and he runs the first 2 plays. I burn a timeout. Then he lines up in trips, and I know once I see trips, tight end or trips, whatever, one of those trip formations.
Right.
I'm like, I already know what he's going to do. Level sail
Level
never
sail.
fails. It failed.
Never
So
fails.
I call cover 2. I call cover 2 because I know he's going to the running back. It's for sure. And I left all the middle wide open. I already know.
Wow.
So he throws it to the running back. Jalen Ramsey tackles him. Call a timeout. He's punting. Then a series of 2 plays happen. I get some yards. So it's like I think it's third or fourth down. I call a play, and he called the worst possible play you can call.
Before you go on, Slick, Elstein just jumped in here and said, Slick got lucky, John got robbed. Please educate Elstein on
Okay,
what happened.
this is what happened. Okay, all right. For those of you that may think I'm not even good at Madden, here's some knowledge for you. Okay, cover 4 quarters. Okay, if you know anything about cover 4 quarters, you have to make adjustments. There are different cover 4 coverages in the game. It's cover 4 palms, cover 4 drop, which is recommended, and then there's cover 4 quarters. If you're gonna run cover 4 quarters, it's a match defense. Basically, weakness of that defense is a post over the top. What does John do? Cover 4 quarters, no adjustments. He's using the opposite safety. I bring over Cup, which 2-2 personnel, so the coverages are going to change. I run a comeback, I run a slant underneath, and then there's a post over the top. Now, what happened was the corner got faked out on that play. Post over the top, he was by himself. I almost missed it, but I saw it. I was like, please just don't overthrow him, because I have golf with no abilities on the money, touchdown, and then we go to overtime, and then from there, that was it.
And see, Mikey, this is why, and Dar, I would assume, I think you're in the same category. This is why we lose, because we don't know that shit.
Go off on that shit right now. No,
Like,
I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, wait a minute.
I do realize I call cover 4 quarters and I make adjustments, but that's another level. Like, this is why I lose games.
This was saying post, cornerback, hike.
Slick was in my division.
What the fuck is this still talking about?
Slick was in my division last Madden when he was at the Titans, and there were always plays where I'm like, what just happened? And then last year, when I was beating him, and it was like close to the end of the game, and like one of his last plays, the same thing happened. And I'm like, what just happened? He ran some kind of play, froze my defense. Those are the, I'm not going to call any names, but we had somebody on a stream earlier today calling certain users certain things for having, certain things in their pockets when they need to bring them out. But, I like my friends in here, and I won't take any shots at them. So.
Wow. All right, so we digress. Let me, quickly recap. So you beat the Chiefs, solid victory there. You lose to the Panthers. Not a huge surprise. Panthers beating everybody. And then you beat Dar 37-10. So, you have a intermediate schedule.
Intermediate,
what were you going to say, Dar?
It's 6-1.
I said a 6, but I was just hating.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So, since we stole all your time, Slick, go on.
We got top 3, and this person's not gonna like where they're at on the list.
Oh, it's the Giants.
It's the Giants.
It's the Giants.
I will say,
weird.
It's the Giants.
4 palms.
Mikey.
The moves he has made, though, him and Panthers are on a collision course for the NFC Championship game. That's going to be his statement game, not only to Panthers, because, he loved that man enough where he wants to make a statement game, but he wants to stick it to him, and he wants to stick it to the whole commish team because...
Well, not the whole commission.
Trade, and we were hating him. No, there are only 2 people.
There's only two people.
Is there another segment as far as
he
hating?
wants to beat the Golden Boy and the commish at the same time. I still have him at 3. I'm gonna be excited when playoff comes around and them 2 play because they're on a crash course.
I just want to say. I just want to say before I played this number 3 on the power rankings, I've deleted Warzone. I no longer play that game. The Panthers, he's a cheater. So just wanted to clear the air. I no longer
Mhm.
play Warzone with the Panthers. So I just wanted to bring that up for the
So there's
Giants
so
before
there's
I
no
played them.
more like favoritism is going on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
I'm all about being fair and treat all equality. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
so you just gotta let go of friends sometimes. Good connections you make just to make someone happy. That's just life.
Yeah, just please this guy from New York, please some dude from New York. Yeah.
Oh, forget about it.
But he made some good offseason moves. He's racking up points and he's playing good defense. So I still have him at 3. Um, week 17 is going to tell you a lot because he's playing. Apparently, he's playing Panthers week 17, so that should be a good one. Um, but he's on a roll. He's on a roll. Number 2, Manuel. That's all about
Manny.
Yeah,
Florida.
boy.
Manny, number 2. He made some trades recently. He's got Fuller, and he just traded for Slay. Um,
Oh my God, yeah.
those trades,
Turd tickler with the
he
terrible
had.
trades. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, he's in
Commissioner
the
change.
cat. He's in the cat, barely, but he's in the cat, and he's not. He doesn't need to sign anybody for the rest of Madden. He's good to go. That move tells me he's looking at Super Bowl, so he wants to face Panthers once again. Penn might have something to say about that, but man, he's looking to get a ring.
Is
Um,
Penn is Penn getting out of the AFC South?
don't do that. You don't want to wake up the bear. You don't want to wake up. Penn is chilling. Penn is
Yeah.
chilling. Penn doesn't care about these rankings. But if you tell him that is your division, or if he's getting out, I'm telling you right now, we
No, he,
call him
he
Humble Penn, but he's gonna be Vengeance Penn in a second, cause
he has
he's
he has a very favorable schedule too, though.
Hey, you're right. He sucks. I agree.
So we're on the Bills here. I mean, his schedule's been has been it's been good. I would like to say though, he had a very interesting Week 4 game against the Bears. Did you guys catch that?
I did,
Yeah,
I did.
I think I heard some rumblings about it. Yes.
Some might say he pulled the plug. Someone was very adamant about that game, who happens to be in his division. Um, some might call him um, the other Mikey. He was very him and Jay Stopper were very. They had strong opinions about what happened there. Um, it was funny because they were telling me to stop jocking on my boy, but they were jocking off each other. So I don't know where that logic came from because they jock. I don't know, but
Oh, which by the
I
way, I
will.
gotta say, the Giants with the Glug Glug 3000, that was epic. I really appreciated that. It actually made me laugh. It was great. Go on.
It looked bad. I just don't see. I've seen Manny under worse circumstances come back and win. So if you're gonna say he's gonna pull the plug after a pick with like 5.5 minutes left and he still has his timeouts, it's a cop out.
Yeah, the one thing I'll definitely say is like, there's, I almost think it's been something that's been addressed via like the EA team is like there are disconnects that happen after interceptions, and I've been a part of it on both sides of it. So I don't dispute that Manny did not pull the plug there because, like you said, I mean he's got his timeouts. I mean we watched him play the Panthers in the Super Bowl, throw back-to-back picks, and he didn't pull the plug. So if there's a game to
It
pull the
looks
plug,
bad in the situation, but
it does.
people
Yeah.
they were just high on emotion. Like people were high on emotion, um, and that's where you're at.
Yeah. If it was angle cheese, that'd be a different thing. Then he might pull the plug.
Sources
But
sources say, right? Sources
Mhm.
that
Haters.
everybody kind of started questioning was due to the fact that it took Manny so long to get back into the next game. So Jabbar it gets disconnected, sends the invite, and it just took a little bit longer to get the Bills
Interesting.
situation.
Oh.
So that's what I heard from my sources. I don't have good sources though.
Right.
Um, I need to work on getting better sources. So
Yeah.
You say
You know,
sources
take it
like we
for-
don't know who the two main suspects
take
For
it,
are.
real, like,
take it for who it is, and I promise you, my sources are not that bad. It's
Wait, my sources are
Not
bad,
that
but
bad.
they ain't that bad. Got it. All right, sources, we're on to you. Manny is not a cheater. I will die defending that man. You hear that, Manny?
You
better
you
not
can't
fucking-
defend you can't
better
defend
not be
them
pulling a
because
plug,
you're
dog.
just slurping. You're just slurping is what.
Gluck Gluck 3000.
I don't think I honestly no honestly I don't think Manny would do that. But people were saying, why would he do that? Man, this man has yet to lose a regular season game. That's impressive. Okay, because he's played. I would almost. He hasn't played Panthers in the regular season. Has he played the Giants in the regular season? I'm not sure. He's played Penn. I know he's played Penn. So he's almost played everybody, and he has yet to lose a regular season game.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you he don't care. He don't care about the undefeated. He just wants a ring. He just wants a Super Bowl. Like him losing in the regular season, with him, it's he's gonna win his division and he's gonna be in the playoffs. Like losing one game doesn't affect him. He wants a Super Bowl, and that's it.
No doubt.
And number one,
Do we really have to do number
Panthers?
one? Do we really have to
well,
do
I
this?
mean, you know, I don't call them the Carolina Panthers. I call them Ability City because that's what it is. And I just have to say this. I said this last podcast. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all were complaining about Panthers year one. Year one. We let him back in. You complain about him coming back in. You question his playing methods. So what do you guys do? Well, let's give him as many abilities as we can, and stock his team up. And look at where we're at now.
Absolutely.
8 offensive abilities, 20,000 abilities on defense with fast players. Y'all broke the league.
I wholeheartedly agree. Like everybody, he trades. I feel like he gives really good value on trades. Like I traded Waller to him because, like, I'm like, hey, Waller's for trade, and he reaches out. He's like, dude, I'll give you this, this, and this. And I'm looking at him like, oh, I got to re-sign Waller. He's old. I'll give you that guy, and I'll take 3 younger guys. Like that makes sense to me. So like, it's a combination of him making really good offers, and then I don't even know what the other half of it is. I feel like some people are just like, yeah, whatever. You know, you're the only one who reached out to me, so here, have a superstar. Like,
LC.
come on.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
The KK makes 100% sense. If he comes up to me and says, I'm going to give you this, and what he's offering me makes sense for my team, I don't care how many trades he's made if it's going to improve my team. You know what I'm saying? I get that logic. What made his team was the Packers user. I don't know who brought that guy in.
Oh, my God.
Made the dumbest trade
Don't get me
of the
started on
season.
that one.
All right, he traded away the quarterback. So here he is getting a quarterback on a rookie deal, making chump change. And that's what helped him get, keep his players, make some trades. He didn't care about his draft pick. People also, when he joined the league, didn't know him, didn't know if he was going to be a top user, didn't know how well he was going to do. So his picks was more attractive earlier, as opposed to now. I'm like, I don't care about your first or your second. Like, they're late picks. You know what I mean? Usually you're like, hey, I'll send you a first for that. And you're usually like, oh, great, a first rounder. For him, his picks are always going to be late. So, and then I've seen comments too, like, hey, let's see you with a bad team. Like, the Panthers were kind of a bad team when he first got them. It's just that he made trades, and he's literally in everybody's DM trying to make every deal he possibly could. So you can't hate him for that. But you also can't hate the people who traded with him, like KK. I mean, you can hate KK, but that's
well,
fine.
yeah, you can hate on me.
like-
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everyone does it. It's
That's
like
right.
when the Patriots were popular and they were winning everything, and like you see it all the time. People are like, "Why would you trade to them?" Like,
Why would you
Panthers
give
should
up?
be on a,
Why would you give up Randy Moss for a 4th rounder, right?
exactly, and it's just like he should be on the list of like, dang, I probably shouldn't trade with him, but I'm bored. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's like when Greg gave Penn, Nick Chubb one season, and then we did the reboot, and then he gave
Oh
him
my
Lamar.
God. Yeah.
And we asked Greg about that, and he's like, I was bored. I wanted to see the league have some fun. I was like, you call that fun? Um,
So yeah, wise up,
but
users. Wise up. Know who is trouble, and do not give these players better players. Like if you're gonna trade with a high level user, then you need to be extracting maximum value for your player. Period.
The only user we can use as a lesson learner this year to do trades with is Elstein. Everybody, hit up Elstein. Give him O-line, and he'll give you everything he has.
That's right.
Facts.
Do it.
Oh no, he's good now. He's good with money now. So he's not gonna take a seventh for Kelsey. That's just not gonna happen anymore. But the funny thing was Greg and Panthers played today, and there was a lot that happened during that game. But post game, Greg was like, "I want to see this guy with a bad team because I can't really judge him right now." Really, Greg?
Ow!
Really,
Gregory, come
hate
defend
that
yourself.
against Greg. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I regret to this day. It keeps me up at night that I rage quit against that fool. And I'm not because I didn't concede. I played the whole game out. I was just mad that I fucking didn't read the rule, and I was proven wrong. And I had that fool beat, but out of fucking petty stupidness, I was like, fuck this league, fuck Greg, fuck Charles, Chester, whatever. On Chester, though, I got a DM saying I had him sweating in the first half of the playoffs, so that makes me feel good.
There you go. That is good.
that is.
I'll hold on to that. I don't care how
Absolutely.
sad that sounds.
That's a badge of victory, son.
I ain't got
People
nothing
don't make
to
it
flip.
past the first 2 minutes against him, so take that as you want, man.
So
Thank you, Chester.
this actually brings up a really good point that I wanted to raise with you, Slick. Is Greg going to be on the hose of the week? Like-
What he did today goes well beyond hoish. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
New segment.
KK, I don't know.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
think-
what happened today, because it was brought to my attention. Because I read the chat. I took a nap during that game, and I woke up and I
Sources
just
say.
see I read the chat. Manny's like, my name's being brought to the mud, and they're like, I can't believe he just said that. So I DM Mike. I was like, what'd he say? And he's like, this Panthers guy. I gotta do my best, Greg impersonation.
Right.
I can't do it. This Panthers guy is just like Manny and Penn. They know all the cheese, and they bring it out what they need to. And I'm like, Manny, people say a lot about he's cheese. Penn though?
Right.
Penn though? You brought Penn into this? Greg, how mad were you, bro? You say you weren't mad, bro. Penn? In the
The thing-
conversation with Cheese and Panthers and Manny? No. You
And then
wild,
he
son.
said, and then the correct phrase that he used was actually, yeah, you know what, this Panthers guy, I see him in the same class as Penn and Manny. They know the cheese and they know all of it, and they bring it out only when they need to. Like, drop mic. Like, that's literally what he did.
The only thing I gotta say to Greg is, so was it Cheese that caused Penn to throw a post, and you covered the running back that lost you the game?
For those that don't know,
I gotta defend my
for
boy
those that
Penn
know-
because you
for
know
those
he
that
won't.
don't know, can you review that ending of that game of Lions versus Jags?
It was a Hail Mary. I think he was at the 50-yard line.
Oh, easily
This
50-yard
was when-
line.
50. It might have been earlier, but this was when Next Gen just came out. So zones were as broken as LeBron's free throw.
Ouch.
So what happened was 3 seconds left. Penn comes out in gun doubles, and he's using his Arizona offense. Greg comes out. First of all, Greg doesn't come out and prevent three-man deep like a logical person. He comes out and prevent coverage like zones.
Right.
Like one of the zone coverages and prevent. I don't know why they're even there, but they were there, and Greg's like, "This is the zones are broken. Let me go. Let me use the zone
Let me
prevents."
put 9 zones on the field.
Yeah. So not only does he not use one of the safeties, but he uses the middle linebacker. I think he had a sub, but for some reason he decided I'm covering the running back.
Right.
He throws the post, back of the end zone, catches it, game over. And you should have seen. I can't. There is no amount of acting classes I can take to mimic what his face was on stream. But I bet you that was cheese that he brought out just for the 3 seconds.
Right.
I just pull it out of my pocket because
Oh.
I have to defend my boy Penn because you know he won't.
Oh, Gregory.
No, and even if Manny knows cheese, which we all know he does, right? But still, Greg just threw him. And Greg loves Manny. And I'm like, he just threw Penn. He just threw Manny. I mean, luckily for us, we suck, right? Because he would have thrown
Right.
us under the
Oh,
bus.
yeah, he'd been like, KK be
'cause
knowing that stuff.
He was all in. I don't know if he's been bothered by, I don't even know if I should bring up the R-rated commentary that's been going on in chat about Greg over the last couple days in regards to gas stations. So I don't know if he's feeling a little hot and bothered and is just saying, screw you guys. You guys didn't have my back when, I was talking about 16-year-olds, so I'm going to throw you all under the bus. I don't know if that's what happened. That's the only explanation I have of Greg
You guys left him
acting
hanging.
the way that he acted.
I'll tell you right now, I don't know cheese because according to some people in the league, I suck. I'm not even good at the game. I just pick the same plays all game.
Facts. No, not facts.
But yeah, that was a little wild to me. Greg was on something today.
So, I would definitely say that the hose of the week needs to make a comeback because you got us all excited, Slick, and then you kind of left us hanging for 8 weeks.
After week 1 when Giants played the Vikings, I had my whole of the week picked because I don't know what Giants was thinking. I mean, not Giants. Vikings was thinking. He used RG3 like it was his rookie season, and I saw 8 picks. 8 picks. I was just like, this guy. Vikings, you don't talk, but you sure can throw picks like it's no season. I'm telling you, 8 picks. That was my whole of the week. But yeah, definitely gotta make a comeback. I gotta come up something juicy for Mr. Gregory. Huh? You were out of control. You were out of pocket today, sir.
Facts.
Out of pocket. You're going to have to explain that to the old man. What's out of pocket mean?
Out of pocket, like you
Out
messed
of
up,
mind.
basically. Yeah.
I know. I just had to make fun of myself because
I know you're like 80 in terms
Yeah,
of
it's
like
true.
the slang now.
yeah, I'm so far behind. It's crazy. So let's go ahead and move it along. We got the rookie performances that I thought were pretty solid so far. We can go ahead and start off, I guess. Let's go with the interception leader. So we got Montel Green leading the Baltimore defense. That's our very own Jern. It's got 3 so far, so he's doing pretty well. Looks like a lot of the rookies have about 3. You got Evan Marion on the Panthers, Jason DeLoach of the Saints, and then Manny's Roman Gold with 3. And then we got Shango's Kadeem Hardesty, so he's got 2. So that's pretty solid. 3 after week 8. Not everybody played their week 8 games, so that's not too bad. Sack-wise, we got Miami's Deacon Sherwood leading the rookies with 6. Stephen Weldon of the Houston Texans with 3. And then Matthew Stockton of the Giants with 3. So, I think who is the sack leader right now would be my question. Oh, I know. It's
Sack
DeForest
leader.
Buckner. That's who it is, isn't it, Mikey?
Well, guys, sorry. I'll be back here in a few minutes.
Oh, I got you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure DeForest Buckner's leading the
Yeah,
league
he is.
with sacks. So he's got like 12. So
I put a couple abilities on him, and ever since I start using Okariki, my linebacker, Buckner just gets in there. I don't know what happens.
Imagine,
Mhm.
imagine not using the D line.
Bro, he's a monster. Right? It's crazy. I'm glad. He's there. So yeah.
Although I heard it's a struggle. So 10.5 sacks. They went Grady Jarrett at 8.
Whew.
Oh, they were speaking of sacks. I was playing Panthers, and one of the 20,000 abilities he had on his team, but his defense specifically, he had two plays in a row with Derek Brown, because he has double or nothing, and that I hate that ability. Um, basically,
Which one is that, Slick? Can you help me out later so I can
double.
add that to Buckner?
I think you have it on Buckner, honestly. But basically, the game was out of hand, so he decided to go on the D line, and he used them at a time where the double or nothing took into effect. He pal drove my center. Then somebody else went to block him. He pal drived him too, and then sacked me. Then the next play, he decided to spear my other guard, and it was just it was.
So what you're saying
But
is,
yeah.
if you have double or nothing on a D lineman, you should use them at the opportune time.
I can never bring myself to do that, but some might. It can still take an effect if you don't use them. But double or nothing. I'm gonna get in touch with my inner Niles. I'm just giving out the information. We don't need to argue. Just don't yell at me.
So obviously, yeah, I mean the Dolphins, Deacon Sherwood doing the work with six sacks, so that's excellent. Stephen Weldon of the Texans with 3, Stockton of the Giants with 3, Emmanuel Freeman with 3, and that's on the Baltimore Ravens. And then Denver, that's E Harmonic, I think, with Evan Abbott with 2. So, there's a night and day difference between the Dolphins and everybody else. He's got double the sacks, so that's big. We also have receiving yards. We got Clint Collins of the Cincinnati Bengals with 510 yards. Baltimore's Adonis Calhoun with 450. Houston's Jameis Atkinson's with 421. Joshua Harriet of the Rams. Who's that guy? With 409.
That's my dog.
And then we got Cameron Wallace of the Browns with 357. So a lot closer within the rookie wide receivers. I mean, anybody could really break out of that one. Nobody really standing head and shoulders above everybody else. And then go to the rushing leaders for rookies, and that's no surprise. Frank Shivers of Carolina, 909 yards. Slick, why are you going to be giving him like 400 yards in one game? Like, explain yourself.
Bruh. He must have been watching Jay Stopper, because, man, if he wasn't running, he was throwing to that man every damn play, bro. I mean, look at his team, though. Who you going to cover? You got, who you going to cover? Because you got Hot Rod Master at quarterback. Then you got Tyreek, 99 speed for a bag of peanuts.
Back of peanuts.
Then you got... I forgot his other. Oh, he has Curtis Samuel, another speed slut. And then he has Allen Robinson as his third. Yeah. First of all, his third receiver is better than most people's first wide receiver. So
great possession receiver to have right there.
Then he has Darren Waller. So I mean, you're worried about everybody else. First of all, I'm not gonna put all my attention on some guy named Shivers. Like, what the hell kind of name is Shivers? Like no.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you were shivering after that game. That's all I know.
No, I was shaking my head. First of all,
Shivers, man.
I told these guys in the admin chat, I was working all day. I come home and I was like, you know what?
Oh, it's the J Stopper defense. Is that what's happening? Is this the J Stopper defense? You were tired?
No, I flat out said, I'm too tired to deal. I was going to give him the force because I was about to deal with it, but I did anyway. And in the fourth quarter, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm this close to conceding and just going to sleep. But I was too prideful, you know. I stuck through it, man.
I'll give you credit. I've been there. So he's obviously leading the pack with 909 yards. So head and shoulders way above every other rookie.
He has a ball holding problem though. 4 fumbles in 6 games.
Fumbles. Really?
That's a lot.
That's interesting.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
He
You
got
just
no
gotta get
hands.
there because that man
Just get
95,
him.
90 something speed. Like he's fast, so you just gotta get there.
Tackle him with a feather. Pop.
Ah, boop. Nice, good find there, Dar. I appreciate the extra feedback there. That's excellent. So just pop Shivers. He'll cough it up. 4 fumbles in 8 games. That's bad.
Six
So
games because he's only played 6 games with them.
oh, you're right because we're in week 7. We're not even week 8 yet. Here I am looking at the
That's crazy. That's a lot
the
of fun.
schedule. That's a lot of fumbles. Then you got Kevin
Got a
Gardner of the
quarterback, Daniel
Bills.
Davis.
475 yards. I think this was the number 1 overall draft pick, Peter McCutcheon, New England. Is that correct?
Number 1 overall, and he came out to normal death.
Oh God, yeah, that's so gross.
You saw that
279 yards.
4-4.
Anybody want to do the quick math on that? 280. So that's 70 yards a game. That's depressing. So Joe, you need to get some work done with Peter McCutcheon. That dude's like crazy fast. At least I thought he was. Sidney Bigsby on the Denver Broncos, 268, and I don't even know if it's worth bringing up this other guy with 99 yards. He must not even be starting, so we'll just breeze past him. And then there is only 2 rookie quarterbacks on the list, and that would be Sal Short of New Orleans with 1,000 yards, and then my very own Daniel Davis of the Las Vegas Raiders with 1,548 yards, and I think that's not quite accurate because I just played my game, so he's got to be in the 1,700 range, I think, by now.
He's also leading the league in fumbles. Keep that in mind, gentlemen.
Hey, whoa. Let's not talk about that. That's not a big deal. Is he?
You got
Yeah,
no hands, coach.
No, he got hit like twice and fumbled in this last game against Chunky. It was crazy. Like, I was fortunate to recover at least one of them. He might have even had 3 fumbles. It was crazy. So, yeah, got to work on those hands, rookie. All right, so that recaps the rookies, and I know we're well over the hour that we try to keep these in, and so let's just run through division standings, because I know Ricky had brought it up, the turd tickler himself, like who is the, what's the toughest division? So maybe we should go ahead and do that, rather than ticking down all these various divisions. Let's maybe talk out the toughest.
I'm gonna give a shout out to most interceptions in the league. That's Terrell Burgess to Rams. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pew, pew, pew.
Burgess. I didn't make too many good plays against the Panthers, but Burgess made one. That's all I needed.
Ow.
That's my guy.
So looking at, let's see, we got the AFC South, or the North, which is Jern with the Ravens, Jay Stopper's cousin with the Bengals, Jay Stopper with the Steelers, and then we got, I think it's A-Bomb is the Browns. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's hard to say whether or not that would be a tough division. I know Jay Stopper had some recent success, and A-Bomb's had success, but I can't imagine.
That was my pick for toughest division, and it just...
It kind of looks like a total shit show, right?
It's not the worst division.
Wow.
The worst division resides in the NFC, and we'll touch base when we get there. But
Dar, is that the 4th rip of the podcast?
I muted a few. I hit a dab earlier. I was coughing my lungs out.
Holy
That's why I
cow.
was quiet for like 30 minutes.
Dar, crazy. AFC South, we got the Jags 5-2, Texans, the Colts 4-2, and Niles at 2-4. Texans is that's our very own turd tickler. That looks like a pretty competitive division. That's got to be in the running, right?
That's the toughest division in the league.
Oh, come on now.
in the league,
Considering no, I'm saying considering how every single season so far, Jags and Colts have made the playoffs. Texans, we didn't have a solid user until now, and he's clearly he lost the first game against me, and then since then made a few trades and started putting up some wins. Niles, who's in last place, actually beat me and almost beat Penn. So he plays us tough too.
Right.
So
definitely in the
I
running.
think we're gonna have a new time zoner pretty soon, so you better enjoy
Oh, that's
yourself
right,
the division
yeah.
while it lasts.
Yeah, because Niles has
Niles
got to be like, I got to retire now because I got work to do. Like, give me a break. Come on.
Don't you know
Pandemic is
Madden is
relieving
life?
all over
Forget
the place.
work. Forget
Facts,
bills.
homie.
Hold up. So we had two people talking at once. Let's go. Who
I
we
said
got?
forget bills. Forget, wife and kids. Madden is life, bro.
Okay,
And then
there
I
we go.
proceeded to yell, facts.
Facts.
We don't have to explain that to you, do we?
I guess I
So-
went quiet for a second there. We got bleeped.
AFC East,
misunderstanding.
we got Manny with 6-0. We got Mike of the Jets 5-2. Dolphins,
Easy
which is
division.
Chunk 4-2, and then the Patriots with Joe.
Trash.
Another
You beat me,
fairly
trash.
competitive division. Dar's like trash. So I would have, I'd have to say that's a fairly another one in the running.
Yeah.
AFC West, we all know who's going to win this division. It's me.
Chargers.
Chargers.
What's up,
We
baby?
got,
Chargers. What?
Yeah.
Lolo
he just
ain't got
shat on
nothing. Like
He just
I don't.
shat
Even,
on the Hawks a few weeks ago, so.
oh my God,
He's
that guy. He's not real. He started out like 0-3 or 0-4. I think 0-3.
he's on a
Oh,
2-game
and
win
he's
streak.
3-3 right now, Bray. Come on.
Oh man,
He was
come
like
on.
1-2, or he started off 0-2.
Yeah, this
See?
division trash. We won't even look at the West. We're garbage. NFC
real.
North. Oh my God, I thought our division was bad.
This is my
Holy
worst
cow.
Oh,
division.
Greg, what are you doing? Why are you raging? You're leading, bro.
He's 4-3. The Packers are 1-4. The Bears, our very own Jabbar, 1-5, who shows
I
up
need
to
to
Greg will
chat
tell
once
you,
a week.
he took the Lions and made them a playoff team.
No doubt.
I mean, he's not lying.
He's not lying, but like this division, whew, that is
1-4, 1-5, 0-6.
So Greg, we challenge him to take a bad team. He does, and then he's blessed with a horrible division. And so, like,
Putting it nicely.
nobody really gets to say whether or not he's good with a good team only, or is good with any team. Like his division's terrible. So this is easily the
Wolf
worst
in sheep's
division in the
clothing.
league. Worst, yeah,
This division is what the NFC West was year one.
yes, absolutely.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Garbaggio.
Dumpster fire.
Look at that. 6 wins total. That's Manny right now.
Yeah. It's
6
like
and
the this division is the Journ News network of our franchise. A dumpster
Oh, don't do that to him.
ouch.
Don't do that.
Oh,
And
Vikings, I'd take that personal if I was you.
fire. NFC South.
He probably doesn't even know we have a podcast, so you never know.
That's
Is
probably
it
true.
Drago? Who's Vikings?
He's new, or isn't he?
Vikings.
Oh no,
He's, he's Cardinals
it's touch,
buddy. He's
it's
Cardinals buddy.
touchdown.
Okay.
So we got the
That's
NFC
about all we know
South
about 'em.
6-0. Obviously, we know that is Cheese Dev. We got the Bucks,
Cheese.
the
It's
Falcons,
Chester.
and the Saints. I mean, like this is sorry ass division. I mean, obviously the Panthers is number one in Slick's podcast or top 10 rankings, so that makes sense. But nobody else is competing for this, so this is a terrible division.
Rough.
And then you get
This is Greg's division, but good.
yes.
If Greg was good.
NFC East, we got the Giants at 6-0. We got the
another
Cowboys, Shango 3-3, football team 2-5, and Buns at 2-4, which is crazy.
I'm very disappointed in Mr. Buns.
Who's never?
I don't understand. 2-4. He was talking about Dobson all for a whole season. And
Dobson.
he first of all, you gotta have some confidence to refer to yourself as daddy, but he does. He was switching
Oh, no,
playbooks.
that's something else, though. That's like not
Yeah,
Madden
yeah,
related.
that's something. Let's not go over there. He's switching playbooks, and then he's happy about leading the league with interceptions with his QB. Like, Buns, bro, 2-4.
Come on, Blade. Start taking notes.
Like I
buddy.
know, we knew like his game is he doesn't care about defense, but now he still doesn't care about offense right now. 140, 140
He straight
to
up doesn't
191.
care.
Wow,
Brick,
yeah,
come on, bro.
that's wild. So, I mean, this is definitely not a great division either. And it brings us to the West. I mean, it's interesting scrolling through all these divisions because, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a ton of parity between divisions. So, NFC West, we got Slick with the Rams leading 6-1.
Trash.
The trash. The Niners at 4-3 had a couple
Trash.
different owners, and then
All trash.
the not trash Seahawks at 2-5.
Hey!
That's what I'm saying. And then we got
Cardinals.
the Cardinals at 2-5. So
He just blows my mind. Cardinals, he hates me. I'll tell you right now. I know for a fact he hates me because he's told me as much. But I think he's cool. I think he's a cool guy. But trading Kyler Murray, like what I would not give for a mobile quarterback, and he just ups and trades him. I mean, he got a deal. I mean, he got some weapons back, but that's the future, and you're gonna settle on Tom Brady, who's probably gonna retire at the end of the season. That was tough. That was tough to watch. I mean, it doesn't tell. I don't have to worry about scrambling QB anymore. But Tom Brady will have around Master still gonna be a problem. But that trade, whew, at the Madden
Slick is
head, that hurt
saying-
me to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say what Slick is saying is you messed up, bro. You can't make any moves like that in this division. Not in the West, bro. Not in the West Coast.
that might
Sorry.
fly in like the NFC North or something, but not here, right?
I'm just gonna say this: 2-5. That's 7 games. 8 of those games are bullshit. I'm just saying that right now. EA.
You sound like Elstein.
EA. Don't matter. EA. 2 letters for you. E and A.
E&A.
It's in
So
the game.
this begs the question, like who does have the toughest division?
AFC South.
That one.
AFC South.
You got
You're-
yeah.
It was one of the NFC. Let's see.
I don't know if it's
No,
in,
you're right. Yeah. NFC is pretty trash all around.
NFC
Yeah.
seems to be like it's obvious who's winning those divisions. So NFC is
Yeah.
garbage. It comes
Trash.
down. It comes down to
I mean, if you're gonna go, I think the West, AFC West, is pretty tough just because it's like a bunch of garbage laying down like on the ground. You can't
Yeah.
like determine which one stinks the most.
No,
You know what I mean? If they're
yeah.
just grouped together. So it's like, I feel like they're all a bunch of Lolo can be good, KK can be good, Elston can be good. So it's that one
I
is
gotta
in
say-
regards to balance. In regards to balance, that one's pretty balanced. Like
I agree,
they
they all suck.
I don't think they have a Titans like a Niles 2 and 4.
I'm pretty sure I know the method to Elstein's madness of trading his players. Because in season 1, he was losing games that people were like, how could you lose with the Chiefs? So what he's going to do, he's going to trade half his team and be like, ha, if I lose, they can't say anything because I don't have a overpowered team anymore. I'm catching on to you, sir. Trying to use the salary cap as juice.
I forgot about Broncos. Yeah, it's the AFC South. I think Niles, if he played the Broncos, he would win pretty easily.
Broncos.
Sorry, Broncos. I completely forgot about him.
Hey, I want
chose
I want
not
to
to
see
say
his
it.
video clips though, bro. He sings apparently. I want to hear that shit.
I've been trying, but he said he's good.
I'm all about the acapella shit, bro. I go ready for that, homie. I can
Yeah.
share that shit, man.
I would definitely say it's between the South and the North of the AFC because
King of the North.
you got 3 teams all vying for it in the North, and then
That doesn't
obviously
mean good.
3 teams vying for it in the South. So that's tough.
Nah, South is better, I think.
I think the South is
South
better.
is trash. F Bengals, like for reals. Who's Ravens? You don't even got Lamar, huh?
They're trash. So
Sorry, I
the
was
vote
thinking out loud. Forgot to mute it.
the vote is in AFC South toughest division
By
of Hard
far.
Knocks right now by far. Any disagreements there?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Nah.
Uh,
Even all their divisions is top 20, like everyone in there, so they're doing something right.
Yeah, and I think what do they have? They have the Jags in top 10. Colts are top 10. Were the
7,
Texans
10,
in there as well?
13, 18. 7's Jags, 10's Texans, 13's Colts, 18's Titans throughout the
No,
league.
We
I
gotta give
meant
Texans some love though, because he
He's
traded.
10, I mean.
He came in and he cleaned house. To be sitting at 4-3, it's
right.
impressive.
You got to give him credit. Like we were trashing him on all those trades. We're like, dude, you sure you want to do that?
They were?
Yeah. Well,
No,
I
he's
mean,
a good-
commission team was. We're like, you really want to do this?
Collusion.
You
I'm just kidding.
know? We approved
No,
the trades.
he's
you
a
know?
good pickup. He's the commish for that one league that's taking forever to pick, but
Yeah, the USFL league, which I'm still waiting. Like I thought maybe I would actually be able to
don't
draft.
get me started.
Actually, I had a
they
concern.
got one. No, they have one admin. He 100% knows how to run leagues. I promise.
No, he's good.
my
I like it.
inspiration. He's my inspiration. I look up to that
Whoa.
guy.
Wait, what?
You
Really,
didn't
Mikey?
about that?
We gotta,
Really, Mikey?
You didn't,
Bro,
we
no,
didn't
no,
know.
That's
KK,
it.
KK,
You know what? You're
we
off
have to
the
have a
you're off
heart-
the
we have
team.
to- No. Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. We have to have a heart to heart. All right.
I just replaced
was-
you with Dar.
I
just replaced you with
no,
Dar.
hold on,
That's
hold
what
on.
that's what happened.
Good call.
I joined USFL for one reason only. Okay. Jay Stopper said, "You need to come in here and learn how to run a league, and learn how to be an admin." So that's the only reason I'm in there. I'm all about learning. Listen, you can criticize me all you want. Like, I will take it and try to improve and be a better person, be a better admin, be a better player. So that's what I'm doing. I'm there. I'm taking notes. I'm watching. It only took about 2 seconds for that said admin to flex his muscle and pretty much threaten me to leave. So I'm learning. So
Wait, what?
Well, whoever's admin in there and they kick someone out, let me get in. I need some practice.
I just smoked some weed, so I gotta miss that. So they liked you, and then they wanted to kick you out.
no. Jay Stopper brought me in so he can teach me how to run a league and be an admin. Little does he know, the other admins are significantly better, but he's probably not listening.
I think KK is GOAT, and not just because he's here, but
No, I was talking about the
Everything's
other
better.
admins. I was talking about the other admins in the other league.
no, I know.
Thanks,
I know.
Dar.
Even though I'm starting to notice a trend though. All the admins over there are Cowboys fans. I just put that together, KK.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just put that together too.
Yeah, it's a Cowboys friendly
God,
league.
these guys are sitting in a freaking parking
bad.
lot eating hot dogs, just talking about.
Bro, this is the worst thing. The Cowboys fans are worse than Jet fans, and Jets fans are about the worst fan base in America. But like, god damn, bro, like this guy, Turd Tickle. First of all, that's a unique name. I don't know if I can root for a guy named Turd Tickle, but that's beside the point. You are going hard at Panthers today, talking about you guys haven't been anything in years, and then once you start doing something, then you want to talk about it. We got a Cowboys fan talking about having doing nothing. Like it's just Cowboys fan. They make one signing, we win in the ring.
No,
We win
Slick,
in the ring.
they didn't make one signing. They re-signed.
They re-signed.
They re-signed. They acted like they got Aaron Donald or something.
Hey,
I mean,
but they did have
to
some
Dak's
good
credit, they
fucking cap
suck without him,
situation
so
now.
it's a good signing. It's a good signing, you know.
No, it's a
Rocket
great.
did okay.
It's a great signing. I mean, you don't want to get rid of your quarterback. That'd be dumb.
Whew. Man, that's rough. That's an expensive quarterback. I'm
They're
a fan.
logical Cowboy fans, but like they're like an eclipse, if you will. It's rare
Once
when
in a
it
while.
happens, but gosh, bro, every day. If it's not in our league, it's all over social media. Cowboys chip. Like Michael
So-
Irvin, my guy, but he tripping.
Yeah.
Bro, look how bad it is. Sources say, right, there's some well-known CFM league where somebody that's on the waiting list made a comment about the Dak Prescott deal and got booted. That's how bad it is with these Cowboys fans.
Dang,
Said
like
guy on the wait
Is
list.
that true, Turd?
Dude, I heard about it from some CFM. Some guy named AO hit me up on PSN and told me about it. Some CFM league,
AO.
some CFM league, where the guy's going back and forth
AO.
about just numbers. Like, hey, this is what I think about the Dak deal, and the other guy's like, shut up, we're gonna win. I'm gonna kill you if you say anything bad about my Cowboys. And then he got booted just for saying no. It's a 2.5 million. Next year it's gonna be $6 million, and the guy just got booted. That's literally all that happened.
Oh, see, that's his problem,
Uh,
right? First of all, the person that did that, you dumb. Like, you don't go in a Cowboys run league and be like, stupid signing and expect to stay in the league. That's just dumb.
Facts. Play the room, dog. Observe
Like,
the room
know
and
your
play the room.
Read the
surroundings.
room. Dar's got it right.
Read the
Read the
room.
room. Read the room.
Like,
Come on,
the bigger
Rach.
question is Jabbar really a Cowboys fan? Because sometimes I wonder.
DeMar's just a fan of life, bro.
Jabbar,
That's just something
Jabbar was
else.
going on and on. We don't need a sign Dak. We don't need a sign Dak. Then one
We don't
day,
need a
I
sign
talked to a
Dak.
buddy of mine.
Was that the Texan the Texan
Yeah,
accent?
yeah. You ever
The
heard
Southern-
Jabbar talk?
Yeah.
Jabbar is the Jabbar, bro. Let me tell
Imagine
you.
him and Coach talking. Him and Coach from Texas.
Ramon,
When I
I haven't
first
heard that
saw-
for
Shout
a
out to
minute.
Coach, KK's boy.
Coach, yeah, go, Coach
You know
is my
Coach?
guy. Yo,
Ramon,
no, the
right?
first
Is
time
that
I
what you're talking
joined
about?
Hard Knocks, they told me that Jabbar would ride horses to work. He's that much of a cowboy. It was the funniest thing.
Oh man. So this is a little out of not expected. I doubt they're in here because I haven't seen them in chat. But I did week 5 and week 6 winners of pick'ems. Week 5 winner was Lolo, and week 6 was Chunk. Just wanted to throw that out there.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, I know we've gone probably about an hour and a half now, so I think we should wrap this baby up. Say thanks to everybody who joined us tonight. Thanks, Dar, for jumping on and ripping like several bowls.
Several.
We good, baby.
So we will wrap it up now, and we'll catch you guys next Thursday.
Bye.
There's
KK,
a
stay up for your
formal,
pick,
there's
though.
a
We're almost
formal
gonna pick
request for USFL admins on the next podcast.
I see
and
that.
J-Stop proceeds to say they don't want that. Only thing I gotta say to Mr. J-Stopper, you a cool dude, but when Mikey wanted to bring you on the podcast after his game with you, we didn't see you.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, we run things. We're all about equality, like we talked about earlier. Okay, we're fair here.
No,
I gave
Wait a
up.
minute, we said that earlier? When the fuck
Guys,
did we get our turn?
I gave up Warzone so that I wouldn't give the impression that I'm playing favoritism. With that being said, Gen Chat, here you go. You are welcome.
Facts.
Oh my god. My dude said no formal invite like he's the president. Get the heck out of here, man.
It's about to storm this motherfucker next week.
Oh Lord, I felt like somebody else was saying something too. Like, was that you, Dar?
What'd I say?
I don't know. You're too high by now, so
Two
it's
of us.
fine.
That's 2 of us, baby. Oh no, I said stay on for our pick because we're gonna be up soon.
Oh,
Against
gotcha.
Bears,
Yeah,
so
I mean, I'm gonna
Monday.
try, but I might just make them wait till tomorrow. So but that's how I do
Oh,
it.
Jaguars, we're moving. I don't know who
All
you're
right.
gonna pick. I don't know who to pick.
All right, guys, we're out.
All right, take care, guys.
Good night,
Take it
gentlemen.
easy, guys.